Hi, I'm Phil from Woodsmith, and I've been playing around with the Kreg MortiseMate building a few projects, and I've been working on it with one of the other ones, and I wanted to show you a couple of tricks that I found. We've already learned about how to use the MortiseMate for making frame and panel work, and even tables and legs and that sort of thing. But I found that the MortiseMate is ideal for working with small parts. Let me share an example. I'm working on a box here as a gift project for one of my relatives graduating from high school. So I wanted something special. For this particular box, I need a little tab to come out here for the lift on the lid so that I can get it out. That needs to be a strong connection because I don't want that breaking off sometime down the line. But that means working with a little small piece and connecting it. Tough to do with ordinary woodworking tools, but with the MortiseMate, it's pretty easy. What I have here is an extra wide blank for the pull. What I'm going to do is mark a center line on here. And here's another tip that you can pick up. On this particular material, a pencil line or a marker line just isn't going to show up. What I'm going to do instead is lay down a piece of blue painter's tape. Now I'm going to mark out a center line and then the two end lines for my piece. Extend those with a square. And we're ready to go. What I'll do is line up the center line on my workpiece with the center line on the jig on the MortiseMate. Now I've set it to its lowest possible setting here to work with this thinner material. I'll clamp it in place and then get out the drill with the 6mm bit and drill out the mortise. I've also adjusted the stop collar to work with 1/2" material. I don't really need to make a deep mortise here. In fact, the pieces are too small for that. But with the ability to change the position of the stop collar, I can set it up and work with this material. The next step is to cut my pull to the final length, and then I can glue in a tenon into the mortise that I drilled. And while the glue sets up on that piece, we can start talking about the lid itself. What I have, again, is blue tape on here, and I marked a center line. I'm going to clamp this into the jig and drill out another mortise, this time into the edge of my piece. When I'm done, I can pull it out, join the new pull to the mortise on the lid, and what I have is a great looking project ready for graduation day with a distinctive pull. It's the MortiseMate, helping you to be able to solve problems in your shop and make great projects.